Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom, and today we are going to be taking a look at the ICP Internet Computer Price. That, of course, the market is really terrible at the moment. It doesn't feel too great. But as I always say that, you know what, the best opportunity actually lies in this word that you are seeing right there. It actually is a much better idea to be buying red candles rather than buying green candles, because with red candles, you are actually buying at a discount. But to be honest with you, it really is not that easy for a lot of people because there are emotions which are involved right there. You are seeing your money being like diminished by 20%, 30%, whatever the case may be, depending on the altcoin that you are in. But I can also tell you that it has been the case in this market. This is something that is not new at all, but also we just have to understand that this market trends to the upside, right? No matter the situation, right? So we have got those 10%, 20%, 30%, 50% crashes, but in return we also get 500%. So it looks like a good deal to me, but of course it really takes a lot of time for people to be able to understand that this is the dynamics in this market right there. So let's quickly jump into the ICP Internet Computer Price right there and see exactly what is happening. But before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It just helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for ICP Internet Computer updates will now be able to see this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I want to encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on ICP and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. And without me further running my mouth too much, let's dissect the whole chart that we have. We can already see that we had this upward sloping support right there. To be honest with you, we can adjust it to something like this right here, but initially we had drawn it like this, and it now appears that we also have got like a horizontal resistance right there, right around something like 13.3 to something like $12.75 right there is looking like it's the resistance for the ICP price. That looking like we are looking for a backtest of that. We are getting rejected at the moment, and the price is looking like it's going to continue going to the downside right there. The next support level that you will now be looking for here, because we can also see that we have got wicks all over the place. I mean, as long as the price gets to these levels, is being bought, like, I mean, it's nobody's business, right? I mean, even this point here, it got bought up. So if we maybe break below that level, we are now looking at something like $10.5 right there as the next support for ICP right there. Should that fail, we are looking at the ultimate support level that we are seeing at $9.50 right there. On ICP, yes, it's going to be something like a 20% drop on the price, but just as I was saying, this is still in the normal bounds in crypto, right? 20%, 30%, this is pretty normal. It's like actually like a normal Tuesday, right? Today is Monday, obviously, but it's very normal in crypto to have something like this. But on the flip side also, I think that we really should not lose focus on the bigger picture that we have here on ICP. As I've always shown you, that this is a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and this really turns out to be great. Like 99% of the time, I mean, I haven't actually had a case in which I traded this Wyckoff accumulation pattern on a longer time frame perspective like this and have failed to reach my initial goal at least. So what we will now be looking for here, I mean, if you don't know the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, it looks like something like this, right? Here should we copy this whole thing and go back to the ICP price at there, maybe paste it a little bit right on top of that structure there. You can actually see that you know, we have been exhibiting the same kind of a thing, and where we are right now would be right here, right, with the ICP. This is the sign of strength, right? You're working your sign of strength here, and of course it looks chaotic, as you can see, right? It's not an easy journey as well. Like this swing right, it can actually be something like a 30%. This one right is another 70% to the upside. This one is a 25% to the downside, and it goes like that. As I was already saying, it's not easy in this market, right? This is crypto. This is like the most volatile market on planet Earth, but you have to brace yourself for things like this. So in the generality of things, we are looking very bullish with the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and really just a pump like this out of this range is not enough with Wyckoff accumulation patterns. Remember, with Wyckoff accumulation patterns as well, the longer you accumulate right here, in this case we accumulated for a whole 588 days right there with ICP, and just to get something like a 70-80% pump is not the usual thing to happen right there. So we are looking for even way bigger price target. I'll show you my price targets in a minute, but I just wanted to make sure that, you know what, we are on the same page right here. This thing is looking bullish despite a possible 20% crash that is going to come in the market today or in the coming days. I really have no idea, because, you know, this week is going to be volatile as well. There is going to be a Fed meeting, so expect volatility as well. But ICP, in the generality of things, is looking very bullish, and a huge drop in the market is actually a huge opportunity to be buying, at least in my own paradigm, right? So first of all, in terms of upward price momentum, right, the first price target that we will now be looking for is the first Fibonacci retracement level. Relative to this rally prior to the capitulation there, we are looking at something like $23 right there for ICP, and that is going to be fantastic. I mean, imagine coming from something like $9.40 right there, getting back to something like $23. I think it's really going to be a fantastic ride, right? That's going to be something like 140%, and even where we are sitting at right now, right, if you buy the $10.5 mark right there, that's still a good ride, more than 100%. That will be looking fantastic right there. So that's the initial price target, but that's not the only thing that I see in the immediate short term here for ICP. I mean, internet computer is a very big project, to be honest with you. I mean, the take in this project is really fantastic. I don't think it's just a $5 billion something dollar market cap. I think it can even go to the levels of Solana or something like that in terms of market cap. So where we are still sitting right now is a bargain to me, in my humble opinion. But let's quickly just take a look at the market cap here of ICP internet computer, and you can see that yes, we are still talking about that Wyckoff accumulation pattern here. And just as I was mentioning, right, in the very worst case scenario, this is like the worst case scenario, the ICP price set right now, or the ICP market cap basically, to reach its, I mean, the least that it can do, right? Because remember, when the price is going to the downside, it just doesn't go down in a straight line, right? Even after huge crashes like this ones, you have to at least back test your first Fibonacci retracement levels. So from where the price is sitting right now, that will actually be a 200%, right? So at 200%, we'll now be putting ICP at around $24. That's still in confluence with what we were looking at with the price at right there. But remember, I said in the worst case scenario, usually you go as high as testing your 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, and that's actually providing something like a 600%. That would be fantastic for the ICP internet computer price at right there. So yes, whatever may be happening in the immediate short term is looking terrible. I mean, take a look at this. I mean, everything is literally red. There is nothing which is green. So no matter what play you are in, of course there are some things like quant and a whole number of them, but the green is actually very slim. So moments like this happen in markets. This is not the time to be giving up, in my humble opinion. If you have got some gunpowder, probably you could be looking at buying more, right, and adding to your stake right there with the ICP internet computer price. That obviously none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the very next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.